Hey there everyone, hope you are doing great. Rohan here, and in this video we are gonna compare TypeScript and JavaScript. We are gonna see how TypeScript helps to detect errors in the early stages and also gonna compare it with JavaScript. For this, make sure that you have installed all the packages that we discussed in the earlier video. So if you have not watched my earlier video of package installation as well as editor setup, so please look at to that video before proceeding with this video. So let's start comparing JavaScript and TypeScript. So let's start with creating a folder. So we'll have a organized folder, and this repo I'll be posting to my GitHub repo. So at the end we'll have a good structure of a code file to look at for our later references. So I'll be creating a folder known as comparison, and I'll be creating a JavaScript file inside it. So overall flow for comparison we are gonna follow is I'll be creating a JavaScript file. We'll be seeing what is the flaw with JavaScript. Then we'll be creating a TypeScript file and we'll be overcoming that problem we faced with JavaScript. Then we'll be converting the TypeScript file to JavaScript with TypeScript compiler. So I'll be creating a folder known as test.js. So in this test.js, let me zoom it little bit. Yeah, so in this test.js I'll be creating a function known as add two numbers. So this function will be adding two numbers as the name says. So I'll be directly returning this the sum of to this number. So this is a function that takes two parameters and return the sum of them. Quite simple. Let's move on. So what I'll be doing, I'll be calling them and logging them. I'll be calling add two numbers, then suppose I call 1 and 2. That's it. So let's run it and check it. I'll be doing node test. We need to go inside the folder first. So I'll be doing node test.js. As you can see, it shows 3, that is the sum of 1 and 2. That's absolutely fine. But let us say I pass a character value here. Let us compile it. As you can see, it concatenates to value. So it takes a string or character value here, then it's take a number value. So JavaScript convert this as well to string. They concatenate these two values and display the result. So this could be a problem. We'll be thinking that this is a great function, this is a generic function which takes any value and adds them up and return the sum. But this is a major problem. Consider you pass 2 as a string here and you compile it and get it as 22. So the problem is here, if the data is coming from an API where you don't know the types, so there will be a problem. Suppose you are adding two numbers for a payment gateways. So in there, when you do this, the actual sum needs to come 4, but it is coming 22. So you might lose your money, just for example. So this is a big problem, and TypeScript just check it in the editor itself so that we can avoid the later issue that we talked about. So we'll be creating a TypeScript file now and check how TypeScript overcomes this. Make sure that you have installed the extension as well, because due to the extension only it shows the various errors without compiling. Let us create a file known as check.ts. So this ts extension is for TypeScript. So as we have talked earlier that any code of JavaScript will definitely run in TypeScript, as is a superset of JavaScript. So let us copy this code and paste in our TypeScript file. So as you can see, it shows an error in this function without compiling, and we can directly look at what is the error by just pointing out it. It says duplicate function implementation. So basically, first of all, it's the same package we are using that we talked later on. So let's change the name of this function. Let us do add two sums 1. So after doing this, we'll see that the error is gone, but still you have a warning out here. You can see parameter a implicit have any type, but better type may be inferred from uses. So it's saying that whatever type value you pass over here, it assign that type value to this A. So in TypeScript, what we do, we provide a type to every value. So we'll be providing this as number, and also we'll providing this as number. So we have this both values as number now. So if you're adding a sum for a payment gateway, suppose, so we will only take the number as a value. So if you pass on, if you pass on any other values other than number, it will show us error. Remember, we changed the name of the function, so let us call this function over here. So if you call this function, it is a TypeScript file. As you can see, it says something over here. Just over your mouse over here, you can see argument of type 2 is not assignable to parameter type number. So it is saying that this value can't be assigned to this A, that is a type of number. So we need to assign a number. So once we convert this to a number, then the error is resolved. So let us convert this TypeScript file into JavaScript using our TypeScript compiler as we have done earlier. So we'll write TSC, that is TypeScript compiler, and we'll like check.ts. So it will convert the TypeScript file to JavaScript. So as you can see, there is another file known as JavaScript, that is check.js. Once you open this, so as you see, this is the same function and type that we did here, but we have converted this from TypeScript file where the error checking was already done. So this is how TypeScript avoid the later testing issues and resolve many errors in the editor itself without compiling. So just to summarize, if things went complicated, what we did is that we created a JavaScript file. We looked into the problem, that what problem JavaScript faces in the runtime, and it can lead to many runtime issues as well. Then we wrote our TypeScript file where we got the error in the editor itself, and later on we converted that TypeScript file to JavaScript. So basically the final JavaScript file we got by conversion from TypeScript was already checked and all the errors were removed. So next we'll be looking to types, which is a core concept of TypeScript.